Honeycomb
Honeycomb.
controversy. What
Honeycomb.
is going on? I mean, are we having a real life corporate takeover of Honeycomb? Is that what's going on, or what's the real deal with Honeycomb? You know, to bring you guys up to speed, as you know, the founder of Honeycomb came out and finally made a statement because people are grumbling like no customer service, no shipping of the Charlie rudder pedals. What's going on in Honeycomb? They showed up at Flight Sim Expo. They had lots of ideas, lots of new products to come out, and then nothing. And then finally, the silence was broken, and I'm trying to remember his name. He came out and say, "Hey, this is what's going on." And what he had to say was like jaw dropping. Like my jaws dropped to the ground, going like, "What is this?" And basically, from my reading, the gist of it is that he founded a company. He needed financial backing to get all those ideas to work. He got a partner that was working, and then all of a sudden, the partner is not partnering anymore, not
Mm.
paying the bills, not funding the projects. Manufacturers are not getting paid. So you're not getting paid, you're not making products, you're not shipping products out, right? And that's what he's saying. And he's also um, causing the issue that we're seeing. And then finally, I think yesterday or the day before, that silent partner came out and go, "No, we fired a team and we are bringing in our new team. We fired a whole team that was over there doing whatever. We have our new team and we're going to be up and running again. We're going to be taking orders and we're going to be making products shipped out in a couple of months in April, I think they said. Now,
June.
Ju-
Was it is it April?
yeah, April or June, one of those
One of
months. I'm
those.
like, so the question is, who do you believe? Which side of this do you believe?
Yeah,
Where do
June.
you come down on this? You know what I'm saying? And so, as the flight sim community, spending money on expensive products and want to support developers for these products, what do you do? Do you spend your money? Do you wait and see? Do you order stuff? I mean, what do you do? But Blue, what is your opinion on all of this, man? That's just a synopsis. What do you think? What are you
Man,
thinking?
I'm honestly conflicted here. Honeycomb was the first flight sim yoke I've ever bought, so like I have like an emotional connection to Honeycomb in a way. So I was first, really happy to hear from the founder actually being transparent and actually letting everyone know up front what was going on with the company, because a lot of us have been wondering and grumbling like, man, what's going on? We need answers. Like people have spent their money on these rudder pedals, these quote unquote rudder pedals that we never have gotten. And there's all these other products that Honeycomb is announcing and developing. And we're like, man, this sounds amazing. Sounds great. But can you deliver anything? Like, can you get through all these issues? So it was nice to hear from the founder themselves to say, hey, this is exactly what's going on. This is the issues we've been dealing with. And at that point, I was on their side. I was like, man, I feel for them. Like, man, that sucks. Like, I wish I had the money to
Right.
go in and invest in the company and keep Honeycomb alive, because they're doing some great things within the flight sim community and even in the real aviation world as well. So then now, as you say, we hear that there's a new partner company, whatever it is, that's basically just taking over Honeycomb. Honeycomb is no longer it's under new management now. And my question is this a good thing or a bad thing? Obviously, we want to get our products. But I still feel some sort of connection and loyalty to the original owners. Is it weird or bad for me to feel that way, right? So like if they're being done wrong, because we don't have any like pictures to show of this right now, but there was apparently previous members of Honeycomb going to Facebook to say a lot of different things about saying that, oh, our website's been hacked or something's been taken over, whatever. I'm like, is there any truth to that? Like, why was this such a rough, bumpy transition? Why couldn't they just be like, hey, we're buying the company out? So you got like, it sounds more like they just like went under, just pulled the rug from underneath their feet and it was like, yo, listen, like you guys don't work here anymore. Bye. Like, so I don't know. So the good news is it sounds like we're gonna get our products, right? That's the good news. So that's what is good for the flight sim community. But I kind of feel for all the previous employees for Honeycomb, and their families, because they all losing their jobs. I don't know, man. It just sounds like a hostile takeover to me. It's all
Well,
very
well,
just
there you go.
It's
That's
all
exactly the word. Yep.
yeah, yeah. It sounds like it's just a massive internal conflict. So I think it's good we're gonna get our products, but I don't know where else this is gonna affect us. Are they gonna go to the same direction that Honeycomb was planning to go? Are we gonna get those same products we were expecting, or are we going to get something completely different? Who is this partner? Because apparently it's someone who already produces hardware globally. Is this a company we know of already? Is this a Turtle Beach? Is this Thrustmaster?
So,
Is this like some is this Logitech? You know what I'm saying? Like who is this mystery company that's taking over Honeycomb?
all great points. And here's why I come down on this. So the original founder of Honeycomb is Nikki.
Yep.
We both have met Nikki
Yes.
at several flights and expos. That's the face of the company.
Yes.
Very passionate guy about what he's doing. Very passionate guy about his products. They had to like let him stop talking at the last flight to Mexico because he was so into what he was. I remember we were sitting close to each other and he just went on about the products, what he's doing, the charity work, all this other stuff, right? And am I to believe him based on what's going on? I'm gonna come down on the side of yes. I believe Nikki.
I
You
do too.
understand?
I'm on
I
Nikki's
believe.
side in this
Yeah.
scenario.
Now I don't know what business agreement he's got with the other guy, or how he allowed himself to get into a situation where verbal agreements were made according to him, but not proper due diligence as far as written agreements, to the point where now he is being or has been kicked out of his own company
Yeah.
or a partner of a company. And are there going to be legal ramifications? How much legal standing does he have
Yeah.
at all to go, these are my designs, these are my ideas, you're the guy who put the money in to make them, who's got what, who owns the intellectual property on the patents, you see what I'm saying, the drawings, the schematics, who owns that?
Yeah.
And so if you take, let's say this company is divided in half between Nikki and the mystery person, and I don't think it's Honeycomb, or I don't think it's Aerosoft or any one of these other people who make stuff, right? I think it's the mystery partner. So there's Nikki and there's the mystery partner, right? And they both formed one company, let's say. One put the money up, one put the ideas up. If one guy decides to kick the other guy out, who filed what patent for what? Who
Mm,
owns the rights to what?
mhm.
How can one person keep selling it if both of them came together and make it work? You see what I'm saying? That's the thing that we got to find out. And what you said is, who's the Mr. Person? Unless that Mr. Person shows their face and say, hey, I'm the new guy in charge and I'm running stuff and I promise you that we're going to deliver and I know who you are, I'm basically emailing and giving my money to somebody I have no idea who it is. I'm not going to take the word off just a website without a new CEO named that I can represent and see the face of that person.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a small enough community that we know who Next Level Racing is. We know who Thrustmaster is. We now don't know who Honeycomb
Honeycomb.
is.
And I was gonna say that
Yeah,
I truly believe that without Nikki, there is no Honeycomb. With money or without money. Like, I'm dead serious. Without Nikki, he's like the vision of the company. If I mean, again, I don't know what the whole deal is. Did they fire the employees and keep Nikki involved? Because I could never see when we first heard Nikki make his first statement about having issues with money and having issues finding an investor. I was like, all right, cool. Well, I don't like me and you talked on the phone. I think about it a little bit, and I was like, yeah, I don't see a scenario where Nikki is not in the picture,
yeah.
right? Like, I don't see him selling off Honeycomb. Like, he said in his original post that he's literally putting up his own money to keep Honeycomb alive and even to pay people back. Like, that's how he's down to go down with the ship. And if somehow this agreement has fallen through so badly that Nikki's not even in control anymore, he's no longer a part of the company. In my opinion, it's no longer Honeycomb. It's a different company. And just like you said, it's like who are we giving our money to? And I might get in trouble for saying this, but honestly and personally, I have to be careful because I know that people listen to this and they listen to our opinions. But I'm just saying, my personal opinion. You guys can have your own. My personal opinion is I would not personally buy anything from Honeycomb until we learn more about who Honeycomb is now. right?
Yeah.
That's just me. I would not. I wouldn't buy anything from them. Thankfully, I already have stuff. I don't need to get anything,
Right,
but
right, right,
I
right.
would not. And so, like I said, without Nikki, it's no longer Honeycomb. It's something else.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's like this. It's not bad for us to say, given a situation like this where it looks like it's basically a hostile takeover, or it's going. This is not nice. This is not good.
Mm-mm.
The guy who has been the face of the company, who's done the different speeches and presented his hardware to people and talk about it, is gone.
Yeah.
And somebody else in the background is taking over. Okay, who are you? Can you come and talk to the community and say, hey, you know what? Let me set the record straight. This is exactly what happened. Let me refute everything Nikki says.
Yes.
Not just like brush it over like it never happened. Come out and refute it and say, hey, you know what? Nikki is a liar, or Nikki did this, or Nikki did X, and we had to do X to get our company back, or something like that. Present your side of the case so we, the audience, can judge you and say, okay, you know what? You're right or you're wrong. But just glossing it over and go, oh, these people are fired and we're just continuing forward, kind of like leaves me in a way like, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. We have to see. We
Yeah.
require more than that. I
Yeah.
require more than that to say, let's go forward with a relationship where I'll give you my money, you give me products.
And I think for people
Let's
who
do it.
haven't seen the actual articles, we'll post them on the link underneath
Yes.
the video and everything, so you can read it for yourself. But to me, the way it was written, right, in the articles, the posts that were made by whoever Honeycomb is now, just something about the way they worded things rubbed me the wrong way. Right? It's like it didn't sound like you could tell it was very political, right? It was very they're making a lot of promises saying, "Hey, we're going to deliver these rubber pedals now. We're going to have great customer support, and we're going to make do great things with the company." But like you said, like I need a little more. I need some kind of like video maybe. I don't know. I need something to reintroduce me to the company of Honeycomb and what you guys plan to do with the company, with all of the debt that they're currently in and with all the products that they have sitting on the shelf that need to go out. Like, I need to know a better vision of where is Honeycomb going now and who is Honeycomb now for me to feel more comfortable recommending products from Honeycomb or buying it for myself.
Yep. Yeah, it's true. I absolutely agree. And I'm looking at all the different comments from the flight sim community in general. And I think most people come down there like they need to know more. Like,
Hmm.
who are you? You know what I mean? We can't just go forward like nothing ever happened. It's just
Yeah.
like, no. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the saga continues.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is going to continue, maybe out of court, in court. Don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know how this is going to end, but it's worth watching because I have to say that Honeycomb did come into the market at a time where a lot of other products were lackluster,
Yep.
and they brought that Alpha yoke, which I own, that Bravo Throttle Quadrant, which is still up there as being one of the best in any flight sim. And the Charlie Rudder was going to be good. I don't know. We don't have it in hand, but they changed the game. And going forward, we love people who are interrupters who can do good products and bring the flight sim community even better things. But as of now, it's a wait and see attitude for me, man. Just wait and see. That's it.
Yeah, I'll say on a
See what happens.
positive note, Honeycomb being under new management means that we're most likely able to get more products. So I think that's good. Honeycomb has always had some great products. If they were to only ever sell what they already have created, you know, it's still a great product in my opinion. If they don't come out with anything new, it's still a great product in my opinion. So that's a positive. But I think Flight Sim Expo is going to be interesting
Yes, very
because
much so.
Honeycomb has always been there. Honeycomb has had a massive presence at literally every Flight Sim Expo I have ever been to. So who's
Yeah.
going to be there?
Yeah, I got my honeycomb hat right here. I always show it off to the camera. Still haven't worn it yet. It's a beautiful hat too. It's like I refuse to wear
That's
it
a
and mess
really
it up.
nice hat.
It's a beautiful hat, man. I got my honeycomb hat right here still on the shelf. I'll put it back up there. But anyway, so you let us guys know in the comment. What do you guys think of the situation? What is your opinion on it? Are we wrong? Are we right? Are we indifferent? What do you have a unique take on this? More inside scoops or whatever? Let us know in the comments, man. I would really appreciate it. But this is something to watch. Absolutely.
And
Definitely.
if you're a previous employee of Honeycomb watching this, speak up.
Nikki, you
Nikki,
want to
come,
talk?
come
If you have the
talk.
time, hit us up on
You know
Discord.
what? That's a
We'll
good
have a
idea.
conversation about it. Yeah, absolutely. We'll
That's
have a conversation about it. Appreciate it. Absolutely. Good to go.